Please go ahead, ma'am.
Good afternoon to the esteemed panelists and other participants. So I will be talking for treatment when there's an abnormal OCT with normal fields. The current glaucoma definitions have largely become pre-perimetric for a reason. The most important one because about 20 to 40% RGCs are lost before the onset of visual field defects on standard automated perimetry, as supported by a large number of studies. So the debate in question, abnormal OCT and normal fields, essentially implies pre-perimetric disease. That is the presence of characteristic glaucomatous changes in optic disc and RNFL without the presence of visual field defects detectable on SAP. So in the diagnostic armamentarium of pre-perimetric glaucoma, we know that the structural tests have always stood the test of time. And among them, OCT has the following advantages. The main one being that it gives us a wide range of information. The average circumpapillary RNFL thickness and inferior sector RNFL thickness is found to be most extensively studied and gives us the best diagnostic accuracy, differentiating normal from glaucomatous eyes, especially in early stages. And also the average thickness parameters detects glaucomatous damage at 95% specificity. There is always something new and robust in the evolution of OCT, which helps us in circumventing the present limitations. So talking about how OCT is reliable in pre-perimetric disease, I would like to talk about the advanced image glaucoma study, where about 377 eyes with pre-perimetric glaucoma were followed up for about 9 years. It was found that the measurable abnormalities primarily happened in structure up till a tipping point, and then it was structure and function, and then it became purely functional. So the ganglion cell complex and focal loss volume was the best predictor of VF conversion in this group, and 82% of them were preceded by abnormal OCT. And the time lag was found to be about 24 months between an abnormal OCT and VF conversion. Other studies like BICS also support that in pre-perimetric disease, there was a 26-fold increased risk of progression into perimetric disease when there was structural progression. OCTA has also been largely studied, and its role in pre-perimetric glaucoma is also quite robust, especially the flow index and vessel density was found to be significantly lower in the pre-perimetric groups. Now that we are convinced OCT does pick up pre-perimetric disease, why should we treat? So this is going to be based on Koyenkin et al.'s study, where about 127 pre-perimetric eyes were studied for about 5 years, and 56.57% of them were classified as progressors. Among the various variables, optic disc hemorrhage and percentage reduction in IOP was found to be having a positive association in both the structural progresses as well as the functional progresses. And a mean deviation of about minus 0.66 plus or minus 0.6 decibel per year progression was noted. So considering this, it takes only about 15 years for the progressors to develop advanced disease. So this supports the importance of adequately lowering IOP even in the pre-perimetric stage. Also, our landmark studies have always shown that progression was higher in untreated group when compared to the treated group. EMGT in fact goes on to say that about 12 to 13% average increase in progression happens per millimeter increase in mercury. So putting all this in clinical perspective, if you talk about a 43-year-old gentleman who came to our OPD with about a baseline of about 22 millimeters of mercury and pre-perimetric disease, he was lost to follow-up, and he came back in about 2.5 years later with a perimetric disease with paracentral as well as nasal defects. So considering that in another 15 years, he will develop advanced disease, he'll be only 58. So starting treatment early is very important. So to conclude, OCT provides objective evidence of ONH damage. One has to ensure reliability and rule out artifacts. Clinical correlation and risk assessment is very important before deciding on treatment, and we have to know how much of change is significant when looking for progression. And yes, do not hesitate to treat if OCT is abnormal, even if the fields are normal, to save sight years, as damage occurred once is irreversible.